Good evening, everybody. Y'all just have me today. No, I'm just playing. Don't everyone leave at once. Natalie's coming. The good news, though, is if I have any tangents, I could go ahead and get those out the way now before mom gets here. How's it going, Miss Dawn, Londa, Candy, Miss Brown? How you doing? Um, Patricia. Man, a lot of y'all are in cold places. Charlene, how you doing? Oh yeah. So I hope everyone had a great week. This is an off cycle live because as y'all know, we normally go live bi-weekly, but mom's off. She was off today, but she's also off tomorrow. And um, it's the holiday season. We figured why not go ahead and have an extra live in there. Hello, Miss Teresa. So yeah, once again, I hope everyone had a great week. Week flew by fast, huh? Well, the year did as well. It's almost 2024, y'all. Hello, Miss Sharon. So we've had a pretty good week. I had of course the normal homestead chores and all of those things we have to do. Hello, Miss Carla. Um all those normal things we have to do, right? Taking care of the animals, and in the videos we had this week, you got to see some of the things that we've been doing, just details, like I said in yesterday's upload, I believe. Just small things, little ankle biter, little task that are floating around. Got to dip my hand in planting. Thank you to everyone who sent the pronunciation. Sorry, Leroy back there making noise. Thank you to everyone that sent the pronunciation of the flower. Hello to everyone that just joined. Constance, Katie, Beth, and Bill. Um, That's a beautiful flower, isn't it? Miss Londa and I had a few messages back and forth earlier, and she shared some beautiful pictures. Miss Londa is right here. Adventures with Me and T. She has some beautiful, beautiful flowers there. The same one I planted in her yard. They just look amazing. So I'm excited because I think that that flower is going to do exactly what a hey, what's up, Ed? I think that flower is going to do exactly what I want to happen to that wall, which is vine and grow vigorously and put on a beautiful display on that wall. You know, during certain times of the year. What is it? Um, like spring through. We don't have like a winter here, like through freeze, right, Miss Londa? But when is it going to freeze? Below 30 degrees is what the information on the plant says. So that does happen in Florida, but not often, I guess. So I think we'll have a beautiful display on that wall against Egypt's chicken coop, chicken palace, and it's going to look really, really, really good. So I'm excited about that. Going to be doing a lot of pruning, though, a lot of pruning. Let me see. She said they lived through everything. Well, that's good. Hey, how's it going, Steve? Miss Darlene, Sun City, Center, Florida. How's it going? So that's good to know, especially since I Natalie and or I don't have a green thumb, at least not yet. So it sounds like a lot of the comments that y'all also left on the video made it seem like you have to mess that plant up on purpose, just about. Um, Obviously, in our growing zone, we're in the appropriate growing zone. Um, but it's a beautiful plant. I want to say it's a tropical. It comes from Hawaii, not Hawaii, Brazil. I want to say it's a Brazilian plant, but obviously works anywhere in the tropics. But I had a couple of comments from people in Hawaii also that said they have that plant in their garden. So, Miss Charlotte, how's it going? Thank you. Qbot, what's up? So some of you asked if hey, how's it going, Kitty? Some of y'all asked if we could do like a little heads up or reminder. So did that today. Hopefully that worked. For our live next Friday, which will be like our normal live, I'll try to do one of those reminders like a day or two before, so you can have that reminder. The climbing hydrangea, y'all know what? Of I mean, naturally, we're in the South, right? And hydrangeas, of course, there's many different kind of hydrangeas. Y'all already know we have four on the property already. Um, Four on the property. I want to say two varieties, but I think so far that's my favorite flower or plant. I think so. And I what I really want, if I have any family on here, I haven't even told Natalie this yet, by the way. But what I really want, y'all, um, it's only up to a zone 8, but I really want to just try it to see what happens. Is the hydrangea tree? So if you already know that the hydrangea tree won't work here, don't burst my bubble. I just want to try because that thing is so beautiful. Anyone know what I'm talking about? Let me see. Images. Oh, maybe I should do this. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Um, and I really feel good about our soil. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna, but they're just very beautiful. That hydrangea tree, man. If I could get that thing to work in our growing zone, I already know I want four of them. I already know where I want to put two, and then the other two I'm still trying to sort out. But I mean, it's just such a beautiful hydrangea, right? Yeah. I'm not familiar with. Of course, Jason over at Cog Hill says it all the time in his videos, but I'm not familiar with their growing zone. Are they like a 7A or 8A over in Alabama? Because that plant is good hardiness through zone 8. So if they do have it at Petals from the Past, Miss Sharon, then it makes sense because in theory, it works in their zone. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, 8A. Okay. Okay. 8A. Yep. Thank you, Nate. Thank you, GNR. Um, hey Val, Pat, how's it going? Yeah, so far the hydrangea hands down is my favorite. After that, I don't know. I really need some evergreen and I need some perennials. So as if y'all can't tell, the garden bug has bit me. I have the fever and it's something real. So I'm doing a lot of like research, planning, mapping, as we've been talking about over the past week or two. Just really wanting to hello Mary. Um just really want to see what we can do to, not only continue to beautify, or like we like to say, the beautification of the homestead, right? Um but really just have some interest out here year around is what we're going to go for. So Karen said, yes, Nico, you got it. Susan, thank you so much. We truly, truly appreciate that every time. Thank you so much. GNR, everything looks wonderful. Thank you. Um, Miss Londa, I have a feeling we're going to be doing a lot of communicating when it comes to what works and what doesn't. I see you already have some options you dropped in the chat. Let me put that up on the screen. So yeah, the bug has bit me, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do because we don't have a greenhouse yet. I've already come to the conclusion that if you seed your own plants, it's significantly cheaper, right? Than having to buy starts or buy established plants and planting them. But we don't have a greenhouse yet. And I don't think we have a place in the house that, I don't know, like grow lights, right? Grow lights inside the house. I don't know. I have to look in all of that. Hello, Miss Joanne. Yeah, we have a bug going through our house as well. Um, Nate, starting from seeds is the best way to go. Yeah, that's what I would love to do. I would love to start everything from seed, not only because of the cost and how much cheaper it is. Hello, Melanie. But I feel like there will be a greater sense of. All right, I'm back. Um, Definitely a novice at best when it comes to gardening. So I don't know if. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Y'all, we've had Starlink for what, about 3 or 4 months now. I think that's the first time we've had issues, which isn't bad. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Okay, thank you, Karen. All right, we're back. Okay, yeah, that's the first time Starlink has given us issues. I don't know. I'm not sure what's up with that. Maybe it's about the rain. We'll see. But yeah, okay. I see someone said it's best to start in a greenhouse, even if it's cheap plastic that lasts one season. Yeah, I've already prepared myself. So has Natalie, that we're going to fail a lot. Like, we're prepared to fail for real when it comes to gardening. So um, I'm excited just to try, and excited about that potential journey as well. So we'll see what happens. I'm not sure how much time I have before mom comes and joins me, y'all, because she's about to come join us. So I'm trying to think of any other tangent I have before she gets here. But yeah, we have family in town. So y'all probably saw that in the last video. Um I have a couple of nieces in town. Um for They just been here the whole week. So Nana took the week off so she could be home with them. And I've already told her I don't know how she does it, but yeah. So that's a lady that enjoyed being a mother, and enjoys even more being a grandmother because she has all those grandchildren, and I don't know how she does it. I don't know, but she does it, and she loves every single minute of it. So she's been off all week with the babies and having a good time, and they leave tomorrow. And then my grandmother here, um, my dad's mother's here. She's been here. I think it's gonna rain, y'all. Let me check the weather because that's the only time Starlink acts up. If you have Starlink, hey Jennifer from South Africa, how's it going? Carolyn from Tennessee, our old stomping grounds. Um, it's supposed to be raining right now, which makes perfect sense. That's the only time our signal's bad, but it's usually temporary. But anyways, yeah, she's been having a great time with the grandchildren, and my grandmother's here. Will be here for another 2 or 3 weeks, so we've been having a good time. She comes every holiday, so we always love when she's here. Melanie, thank you. We were talking about that plant earlier. Let me put it up here. So I want to say when it comes to gardening, the last thing I was talking about, am I getting the storm coming from the north? Val, you know what? We I've talked about this in a few videos. I have a weather app. I have the weather app that comes with the iPhone. Yeah, I don't look at the app, Val. That's like a shame on me. Matter of fact, I have to re-download it. So I couldn't tell you if we're about to get hit by a storm or not. I should know that though, right? So let me download that app so I can see. But it's probably just a normal rainstorm, I would think. If you know our weather in Florida, all the way from California, then I got to get better. It's not raining. It's not raining at all, so I'm not sure why. Um, it's supposed to be raining, but it's not. Okay, so yeah. All right, back to planning. Cause y'all know how my brain works. So the iPhone app is wrong. Yep. So the paid one is a really good one. It's a hurricane app, but it'll show us like all weather on there. Um, hopefully y'all can see and hear me. I see Miss Judy said y'all hear me. Okay. Okay. Radar shows rain across the northern part of the state. I don't know. It's downloading right now though. Hi Miss N. So yeah, back to gardening. I really need to find some perennials. And then I want to find some evergreen plants. And then just go from there. I think that's going to be the first thing I tackle. But I feel like we should do all the infrastructure first. Mom's pulling up now, y'all. I feel like we should do all the infrastructure first. So, running any water then doing all the planting. So that way we don't like plant stuff and have to tear it up to try to get water to it and all of that. So like just like we did on the homestead, which this is before our YouTube and Facebook days, but before we did anything on the property, we did infrastructure, so similar concept, just making sure all of that stuff is right first, and then after that, building. So that's going to be my plan or my goal. All right, Miss Charlotte. Thank you for letting me know that, because if not, then I'm just talking to myself. Hopefully, this cloud passes by over us and it doesn't sit on top of us. Um, but yeah, we have some interesting. I don't know. We are going to have a video tomorrow. Um, Now it's getting windy. We are going to have a video tomorrow that we're going to upload probably tomorrow afternoon. But just some interesting things that have been going on the property regarding one of the animals. So not going to spoil that, but what I will say is, if y'all remember about a month ago when we went to Pharaoh's last doctor's appointment, um, one of okay, so one of the things the doctor told us was to really make our ability, of course, that Pharaoh doesn't get sick, because due to his condition, him getting sick isn't the same as like someone with quote unquote good health getting sick, um, due to his heart condition, right? So, mom and I have been doing all we can to bring that to life. And he's going to be 8 months next week. Next, all right, need this cloud to pass by. Um, well, mom and I, last night, he was like really well. Yesterday, we started noticing that he was crying a lot. And if you know anything about Pharaoh, like, yes, their videos, they're edited, you can edit out stuff and all that, but Pharaoh is really like, that's really Pharaoh. He is very laid back. He's a very, very, very laid back baby. Literally only cries if he's hungry or sleepy. But he was crying like all day. So um we just felt like something was off. So we took him. Oh, and last night he was like super duper hot to the point that he was like sweating. I hear that. We can all hear you, man. So yeah, we took him to the doctor. I was telling Natalie, like, man, we're about to drive all the way because it's an hour away. We're about to drive him all the way to his doctor just so they could tell us, give him Tylenol, and send us home with like a $200 bill. So we go to the doctor, we weigh him. He's gaining weight, which is good. He's gotten a little bit taller, which is good. Achilles, sir. But the nurse does her thing. The doctor comes in, talks to us. She leaves. She comes back in the room and has on like a full hazmat suit. So I didn't thinking nothing of it at first. it's been going in and out. Mama's here now, y'all. So long story short, she walks in and she's just like, Pharaoh has COVID. And we're like, what? So yeah,
Yeah.
he caught COVID. And I have my theory, but I'm not going to share it. But well, y'all already know we have guests this week, and it's the first time really he's been on like just because now we're kind of just on pins and needles, y'all, because his last appointment, she like warned us like he essentially it won't be good if he gets sick, and now he has
Yeah.
COVID. So
Hi guys. Yeah, so I just went to the store and got a humidifier and
hmm
a bunch of other stuff to try to make him as comfortable as we can. But she did scare me a little bit because I knew, well, Nico didn't catch on when she came in with the suit, but she never comes in with the like full suited up. She always wears a mask, and I was like, oh, what is she gonna say? Um, and then I knew it was something, I just didn't know exactly what. But yeah,
and you can't quarantine from a baby. Yeah,
no,
like how are we supposed to quarantine from a baby? So I don't know. I think I know for sure I have had COVID once for sure. And this was before the pandemic, before they knew what it was. It's since I don't know if I've had COVID since it March 2020, essentially.
they got
Who
out again. I was just getting back from Walmart,
got
y'all,
out?
and after I'm gonna share, you're gonna find
Okay.
out now. And I'm driving down the road, and our road is really dark, and I see these two big animals like right in front of my car, and some of our neighbors, their horses got out. So I think he just was yelling at them like, "No, not again!" But they figured out something. Yeah,
Yeah. Hello, cat. Yeah. So I don't know. We are just gonna be on pins and needles, I guess, until um
yeah. We
I
have to
don't
watch his
know.
breathing. So she shared that if his breathing changes, take him straight to Winnie Palmer. She was like, "Don't even come to me, don't call me, just go straight there." And then typically I'll message her. She's really good at responding in a timely manner, so I appreciate her for that because I know she's busy. But yeah,
Yeah. So that's our current dilemma, I guess you could say. Handling that with the house full of guests. So we're going to do
yeah.
our best to quarantine, which in theory they should be okay because they're the ones that in my humble opinion, one of them is the one that gave it to them. So
And I don't,
they should be
I
okay.
don't feel that way. I think that's a possibility. Yes. How, however, what we do for a profession, we're around so many different people.
I've been at home.
So, and I've been sick on and off,
No,
but
well, yeah, one of the family members was sick. Val, yes,
Nico's
yeah.
so funny. Yeah, and it's, yeah, that's true, Karen. It's gonna go through the whole family.
I think it already has.
We were all sick the last couple weeks, but
Yeah,
no, are you
but
saying that you think
kind
it's
of
going to
like
the family, which means that
flu,
it's already been here? No, I'm just playing.
kind of like flu symptoms and stuff like that. Nothing too crazy.
Hi, buddy.
Egypt's not feeling well now. Ellie goes to work. I've been at yeah, yeah. So I mean, outside of living, it's
Yeah,
just part of life. It's just part of life now. So we're just gonna navigate that. But we got the humidifier and what probably some Vicks and stuff. Yeah,
yeah.
to help him out a little bit. And we'll see what how it goes. He does have this cute little fake cough, though. I
It's
must say
so
that.
cute.
I,
It's he
I
goes.
feel like, yeah, I must add that his little fake cough. Obviously, there's a real cough, but he has this little fake cough that he does, um, which is funny. And as he continues to learn about, like, he's starting to recognize like food, like hand to mouth.
Yeah.
So like food, and when there's cups and stuff like that, he equates that to food. So it's funny to see how
It
he
smells so bad.
it's funny to see how he like is starting to act and respond whenever he's around food. Um, all his little sounds and noises and all of that. So I don't know. No, no. What I mean, Trina, is like even before this sickness, he has like a little fake cough he does.
It's really funny.
Yeah, yeah,
But you
yeah.
know when he's doing like his I don't know if it's because he saw us coughing, so he's playing with
I
sounds,
don't know.
but it's like a little faint like and he looks at
Yeah,
you and he
yeah.
waits for you to respond. But he's
Mm-hmm.
so cute and then he smiles. I thought
Yeah.
Nico was just saying it at first,
Nah, it's a
but
real
it's
fake
real.
cough.
Y'all, Achilles is soaking wet and he's
Back
just
up.
all on me. All on me.
Yeah. So we're gonna navigate this, and we'll see. You're taking him to his room.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
he is wet. I don't understand why he's so wet.
Um,
It's not raining here, but
his paw.
look,
His paw. Look how huge.
it's stuck
Yes.
to your shirt.
It is gonna ruin my shirt. So
But hey, what I mean, it's just that time of year. I see you eco with the comment. I kind of feel that way, but I don't know. It's kind of hard, right? Because we, as some of you know, we don't really live by family. How's it going, Lisa?
oh yeah,
We
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 don't.
don't have any family here. Natalie's brother and his fiance are about an hour away. They moved here when we moved here, essentially. But outside of that, we don't have any family here. So a lot of the time, when we do have family that visits, these things are planned out 6 months or more out, and it's treasure time because we don't live by family.
Yeah,
So um,
I might have to bring him.
I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
it's kind of challenging. Oh, did I miss a comment from Joanne? I see people saying prayers. I'm gonna have to go back and find that. Um, yeah. So when Natalie first went back to work, and then also when the girls went back to school, we did all get sick. Everyone but Pharaoh got sick,
Yeah, he's been
like literally. So, and obviously it can happen multiple times. Um, but we've had everyone's gotten sick once or twice already. So you know. Here she
Yeah,
go.
Deborah, it is. It's this. It's they tested him for RSV, and that was something they were saying is going around because it's going around in SJ school too, but and the flu.
Yeah.
But
So I don't know. All right, we're back. Good night, Cubot. Sorry about the issues, y'all. Clearly has to do with the rain, but we're back online according to Starlink. But yeah, so what I was getting at is that I'm kind of part of me kind of is happy that baby Pharaoh got sick. As weird as that sounds, because closer to February, he's going to be starting daycare, which will put him at almost 10 months old. So almost made it a year. But we um, it kind of I'm kind of happy about that because I would rather him form antibodies and Eco. I'll see you say good night, Karen. Hi, Vicky. Sound problem. Muffled or breaking up. I would kind of rather him form those antibodies. Bye, Christy. Now, than go to daycare and get bombarded with all those germs and things that could get him sick. So, exactly, Londa. If he could build up that, if he could build it up now, that would be best. So that's me being an optimist per usual. Yeah, that's me being an optimist per usual. So that's what the silver lining of him getting sick right now.
Yeah.
Um, of course, if everything goes as normal, um, just like his doctor said today, if there's no complications, of course, but you know, we'll see. Hey, how's it going, Catherine? Is it raining in Daytona? So yeah, that's really what we've been dealing with. The other thing you'll see in tomorrow's video, so you'll get that update. Hello, Renee. Um, I see you said my dad just said the same thing. Yeah, to Eco's point, does anyone else hear an echo? Hi, Cat.
It's weird.
Yeah, let me see. Da, 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 da. Oh, just starting to rain. Hey, look, watch this. I'm proud of myself. I've been calling her Eddie
It's
Rice.
Edie.
It's Edie. You knew that?
Oh,
You didn't know that.
I have a girl that works for me named Edie.
Oh, that's cheating. So yeah, Edie. How's it going, Edie? So I feel happy about that and sorry for mispronouncing your name for so long, but thank you for adding it. I have some, but the video keeps locking up. I shut my phone off and it's better. Okay. She said all good. Okay, thank you. So yeah, that's our biggest obstacle, and we literally just found that out maybe about 4 hours ago, 5 hours
Yeah.
ago. So that's like today. That's today news. Um,
Did you
look,
tell them like the before part though? What you were telling
what
me when I said we were going to the doctor?
I don't. Well, that
Nico,
baby's cry.
no,
Like
Nico was in denial. Is that how you said the word
I was,
denial?
I was not.
My accent kicks in there, y'all. But I was like, man, I got home last night around 10 and I said something's off with him when I picked him up. He was really hot. He had a fever. He just wasn't my baby. And I tried to wake Nico up, but he's a hard sleeper
Knocked out.
and he was knocked out. And then he had a fever throughout the night and he wouldn't sleep, but he wanted to like just be attached to me. And that's not like him. He likes to sit by himself. And I was
Hi,
like,
Lisa.
I said something is off. So this morning I was like, hey babe, we're gonna go. And he just was like, no. He didn't see like he didn't feel like we needed to go. And call it mother's intuition, whatever you want to call it. I was like, we gotta go to the doctor. I called her and luckily they
Mhm.
were able to fit us in. But I think he now agrees. He's happy that we went. But yeah.
I mean,
See, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do that with your
no,
dimple.
it's not. It's not that. Is more so outside of a diagnosis. What did we take away from the appointment? You know what I mean? Like we're already doing the things we are going to be doing anyway.
But now we know.
Huh. Yeah, yeah, it is.
Thank you.
Yeah, all we took away from the appointment really, it could have been like it should have been one of those call one appointments, video calls. All we took away is a doctor bill and
We all we had was a $20 copay, babe.
all right, if you say so, man. We're that's $20. You know how many plants I could buy for 20? No, I'm just playing.
He's not playing. He's so serious. Hi, Deborah.
I am.
Nico's silly.
Hi, Deborah. And Deborah, I see Jensen. Greg from LG Homestead. Yeah, Greg. He moved out, right? Well,
Deborah.
she might already have it, Jacob. She this
Yeah.
morning she came in the room and was saying that she doesn't feel well, and but she says that all the
She
time. Like
does.
what kid, 9-year-old, right? So what 9-year-old kid doesn't say that they don't feel well in an attempt to stay home from school? Plus, we have family. Her great grandmother's here,
Her cousins.
cousins here, right? I mean, they're little cousins, but
Yeah.
so we were like, okay, go to school. But she came home and apparently still doesn't feel well.
Yeah.
Although she and I did the chores, we cleaned out her chicken coop today. She seems good to me. Miss Charlene, yes, they did actually do. They test for flu, COVID, and what's the baby sickness called?
RSV.
RSV. So flu was negative, RSV was negative, COVID was of course positive, and then they did something with his lungs or something. They said right now, didn't she say something like that?
Yeah.
Like right now it's good.
Yeah, they were testing to see like the level of fluid, but he's good.
Yeah. So, I'll see in the morning when it comes to Egypt, because now she's in her room on the phone with a friend.
Yeah.
So like,
literally
are
texting
you
me
really?
seeing if she can
Yeah,
get Roblox.
yeah. So yeah, I think she just wanted to stay home, but we sent her to school because we're already going to be missing. She's already going to be missing some school in February. And she might miss a day next week or the week after because she just wants to stay home one day with her great grandmother. And y'all want to know the weirdest thing? What do they like to do?
They like to watch The Biggest Loser.
Ain't that so weird?
And they started off at season 1 3 years ago. And every time she comes in town, they binge it together. They talk smack at the TV. They pick teams. It's just really funny, but I think it's cute. That's their thing. And then our Hulu account stays on whatever episode they finish. So then when she gets back, then they just pick up where they left off. But
Hi, Lori. Katie, I'm not sure. Although I do, Val, she'll probably come out here shortly.
yeah,
But although I do know that I was listening to something today. I don't. I think the answer is no. I think the answer is no, Katie, because you know how they keep going back and forth about children and COVID and all that. This stuff is very. I don't know. Sahara's fine. She's with her cousin.
yeah. SJ
Yeah,
is like
they're in their. Oh, what are they doing right now?
they're
They're
making
playing.
snow. They use
Yeah,
baking soda and air conditioner to make some snow.
yeah, they're in there making
So they're
snow.
playing with snow.
Snow in Florida. Y'all know Nana's a teacher. Um, So she has all the little fun activities. So they're in there making snow right now.
They're trying to make a snowman.
Mhm.
How's Star,
Um,
babe? I haven't
Thor's
seen him in a couple of days.
Thor's doing great. He loves to be back there and pester the he loves to be back there and pester the goats. Him and Oreo kind of have a love hate relationship, but Mike and Peanut Butter, he just chills. Um, Oreo, I've never seen him make Oreo faint though, so I guess Oreo's not scared of him.
No, he'll run from him though. I've seen him
Yeah,
run. But he hasn't faint yet.
yeah.
He's getting
Um,
big though, because I can see him from with a video that I watched that she posted. I saw that.
yeah. So,
Oh yeah,
uh,
Eco.
yeah. So, yeah. The science for children when it comes to COVID and all that is still hit or miss. Um, and we've been very fortunate, as far as I know, we've been very fortunate in our immediate family and our extended family when it comes to COVID.
Yeah,
Uh,
we have.
but in our immediate family, this household, we've fared. So, well, we'll see. Yes, Vicky, baby Pharaoh is sick,
Okay.
but nothing COVID, but nothing crazy. And fingers crossed and knock on wood, it stays that way. Um, so yeah, we'll see.
Hi.
But yeah, what I was saying earlier is Egypt and I cleaned out the her chicken coop. So
Why
is she
you ate
look
most of it?
because you started before me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Egypt,
it's your chore.
Egypt was like, man,
Then what? Anyways,
she's so
but
funny.
does she look sick to y'all? You don't feel well?
Do you feel better?
Oh man, my hand is cold. You don't feel well?
I don't feel good.
Oh really?
Would it tell them what
Do
you're
you
asking
lose
me
another
for?
tooth?
Robux.
Yeah, yeah. Sue
Mom
says
said the
hello. Joanne says
Mom
hello.
said the
Londa
other
says
one
hello.
was fake.
Yeah, it's a scam.
Lori says hello. Edie says hello.
Well, you didn't give me so much Harry bought.
What?
Y'all, Egypt knows that
Grandma
I
Trina
buy
says
gift
hello.
cards for Robux when they're on sale, so she knows I have them stacked up.
I already
But
know she has one ready. All she has to do is add it to my account. I'm on the phone with my phone right now, waiting for her.
Yeah. Who's that on your shirt? And where'd you get that shirt from?
I think it was you.
I got it from Five Below.
Oh yeah.
Five
Harry
Below.
Potter.
Harry Potter. Yeah. We like Harry Potter. We also like, you know what I think we should do this weekend? I want to watch the Hunger Games. We've done Harry
They have a
Potter.
new one.
I know. That's why I want to watch all the Hunger Games
yeah.
over and then watch the new one,
Yeah.
you know? And I just found out today that they're making another Color Purple. I don't know if y'all read that book or like that old movie with
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg and all that. They're making a new one. I don't know when
Oh,
it's coming
Egypt.
out.
Jacob asked, "What do you want for Christmas?"
A
Egypt,
lot of stuff.
what do
already
you
know.
realistically want for Christmas?
Um,
And speak up just in case I can't hear you.
I definitely want soccer stuff and
Soccer stuff.
a
Yeah.
puppy, of course.
She looks at
I
me.
took the phone off the Christmas list.
Yeah, that one wasn't
Mom
realistic.
said
Smart-
I
y'all.
can
smart
get
choice.
mine in 6th grade.
Yes, when she starts middle school.
So pretty much only 2 years.
Middle
ago.
school starts in 10th grade. Oh, the new Color Purple comes out on like this Christmas.
What else did you want?
Shoot, I just found out about it.
She.
Miss Pat says
Oh
hello.
yes, Miss. Look, she said a pony.
Yeah.
And then what books did you want? What book series did you put on your
Harry-
list?
Diary of the Wimpy Kid, Harry Potter, and Dork Diary.
Dork Diary.
I'm reading the new Dork Diary.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
Goosebumps. She had Goosebumps on there too.
Goosebumps. All those books you just named were books when I was little. Most of them. Goosebumps.
Some of them are really expensive now. It's crazy.
Hey, Miss Susan. Hey, Miss Lydia. So yeah. Does she sound sick to y'all? Does she look sick to y'all? She's trying to finesse. I think she's trying to finesse y'all.
Nico's so funny.
That's just me though. That's just me. How are your chickens doing?
Good.
Do you think they're liking their new house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are they roosting inside the house now at night?
Maybe like only 12. That's it.
12 to 13.
Yeah, that's good. Out of how many?
Yeah,
What, 21,
23.
22, 23?
So someone asked how many were in there. In the comments, 23 are in her coop. In the old coop, well, we call it the old coop. Haha, Joanne. Thank you, Joanne. No, she looks good. Steve said you look tired. Now I can.
Mhm.
I'll say you probably look that.
I'm sick.
Oh my
Egypt-
god! And to walk off.
I'm sick.
But
Oh look, someone gave you a suggestion. The Tuttle Twins. Have you read those yet? Not yet.
oh, look at your best friend Val. Thank you so much, Val.
Have you read
Thank
those?
I guess your acting skills.
Your acting skills.
I guess Val, that was for your acting skills. Yeah.
Oh, Vicky, that's awesome.
Hey, Stephanie. The cough, yeah, the fake cough, yeah. She's an actor. She and her sister as well, but I think she's feeling good, y'all. But the chicken run. So we are going to put something down on the chicken run. Like I said in the last video, that's probably going to be after New Year. Yes, you could go talk to your friend.
I'm not getting Robux, y'all. She thinks that she'll give me because we're on a live.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I'll think about it.
We'll think about it. Oh Lord. Okay. So the chicken run, we're probably going to put something down in the run after New Year. I am going to build something for them to have like a little snack bar. That's going to be another project after New Year.
Oh, yeah, that'll be
And
cute.
outside of that, I think they love the coop. I think I think they are really enjoying that space. And then I was did I say how many are in other old, we call it old coop?
No.
The old coop, there's 13 chickens.
And 3 roosters.
3 roosters. No,
one of them's not mature though. 2 of them
he's
are.
a baby.
So somebody has to go.
Yeah, he's the baby. Big boy is not mean anymore, at least not to me.
I don't go in there anymore.
Yeah, so I don't know. We still got big boy. I don't think he's that mean anymore.
And the other 2 aren't mean.
The other 2 are super sweet.
Now it's
Don't let him mess up your
No, he didn't touch them.
Okay. You need donkeys. We have 1 donkey, Steve.
We do want one more.
Yeah. In full transparency, one of the reasons why we're kind of not sure, not over what if we want more donkeys, but when it comes to larger animals, we're not sure if or when to get them, because the reality is, and we've spoken about this before. Hi, Lisa and Carrie. There is a small possibility that we could relocate. And if we relocate, I don't even know how much it costs to move animals.
Yeah.
So
expensive.
The more bigger animals we have, the more expensive I would assume it would cost to relocate them.
And y'all, funny thing is,
we're not looking to move.
We're not, but when we do, we always move really far.
Yeah.
So it's never like 2 hours away. It's always like, 15, whatever. Like it's something crazy.
Yeah. So, you got me.
He got you.
Yeah, you got me. So, not that we're looking to move, and not that we like want to move, but I just think that
Sue says don't relocate. Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, I just think that we're just about maxed out here, and we've always talked about just the cost of land in Florida, and every time we do, y'all share how it's crazy in your areas as well. But I mean, right next door, the 10 acres right next door to us, he wants 560, and 560 is what he wanted 2 years ago. So he probably wants like 600,000 now, and that's
Maybe
for 10.
more,
That's
though,
10
But
acres.
since he sold his.
Yeah, he probably wants more than 600. But for 600,000, we could go to, and we talk about this all the time. So sorry to talk about the same stuff, but for 600,000, we could go to another state and get hundreds of acres. So I don't know. I think it'll be really hard to leave this property, though. I ain't gonna
We
lie.
put so much into it.
Yeah.
And so many memories have already been made.
Yeah. I would love to get our home reassessed, though. That's something that we have for 2024,
Stephanie.
right? 100 acres and tornadoes. Tell me about it, Heather. Same thing, Stephanie. When I was down there in Oklahoma last time, they were talking about in Oklahoma they do these like, well, you know how we do hurricane party. You know how Florida people do hurricane parties.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
essentially,
Louisiana, we have hurricane parties.
They essentially do the same thing in Oklahoma, where they have like, they just sit on their back porch and watch tornadoes. I guess.
No.
Like, oh, there's a tornado over there. We're
No,
safe. I'm serious. They were telling me stories like that. Like, oh, there's a tornado over there. I guess we're safe. Or like, or they watch the news.
She said you had a great time because of me.
They watch the news, and apparently there's a news guy that always comes up with like a buzzword. And every time he says that buzzword during the tornado, you have to take a shot or something like that.
That's funny.
So it's kind of just like Florida, and it sounds like Louisiana, where bad
every
weather,
area,
you have like
yeah.
a get together or a little party, which is, it sounds like the opposite of what you would do. But yeah, Miss Renee, it's a thing. I was shocked when I first moved here. All of my coworkers, because it was Ian was my first
Oh
hurricane
yeah, I forgot about that.
in life. So all of my coworkers were like, because I'm running around prepping
Nico
like a
was-
nerd, like doing all the stuff that you're supposed to do. And all my coworkers are like, man, we just eat and drink and get together and hang out. So
No way, Stephanie.
I could believe that.
I can see it. Though.
I could see him in his cruiser or whatever vehicle y'all had at the time doing that. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah. Okeechobee. I don't think that's that far from us, right? Okeechobee, or I think that's South Florida. Is Steve? Is that Seminole? Is that down there by the Seminoles? Okeechobee. I think so. I don't know.
Cool. Yes, about the vegetable garden. Have you seen anything about it, babe?
Yeah, we want to do a spring garden. I think obviously before the garden, we'll definitely get some landscaping in the ground. And I'm thinking what I want to do. Oh, I bet it was an adrenaline rush, chasing tornadoes. But I'm thinking what we want to do is, Okeechobee. Sorry, y'all know how my brain works. So Okeechobee's in South Florida. Okay. Raised beds.
Mm-hmm.
I just think with our sandy soil and having to play around with pHs and all of that good stuff, I feel like when it comes to the vegetable garden,
we're gonna need your help soon.
we just might as well do raised beds. I feel like, so we can just have a good soil and just plant straight into that. We could, of course, amend our soil, but that just sounds like it's a process that would take longer. And if we do raised beds, we could just, for lack of better words, just jump right in, if you will, without having to worry about amending the soil too much.
Yeah. And we've been obsessed with garden answers, just watching a lot of content around what does that look like and to educate ourselves. And now it's funny, we'll go right around after we leave Hobby Lobby, of course, and then we start to identify different plants. When I say we, Nico identifies. I'm like, yeah, that looks like the one I saw on the channel, but I don't remember the name. But yeah.
Hi, blue neon moon. Hey, I've heard that, Anna. I've heard that astronauts can see Okeechobee from space.
It's that big.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I feel like it is the Seminoles that own a lot of that land or something like that. One of the tribes, not all of it, but a good portion of it. Garden answer with Laura and Aaron. And I just really, and from their channel, well, we've been watching Just Dig It. So I think most of you know about Just Dig It Farm.
Oh, yeah.
We've been watching them for
probably so beautiful.
6-7 years. But we've run into a lot of garden channels recently. You know how it is when you go down a rabbit hole on something and then
your algorithm changes.
Yeah, your algorithm changes. Like right now, if I get on YouTube, like my algorithm still shows me homestead channels, but garden channels now.
Yeah, it's like a blend.
Sports like football, gardening, and homesteading is what my algorithm will show me. So, yep. It's really easy to grow here. Your soil might be just fine as it is. I did research, like I do want to get some of our soil and send it into the extension office to get like actual test run. But I heard that the soil in Florida is pretty balanced. Like obviously that's going to vary based on where you live and stuff. But I want to say the average was a 6.4 to 6.7 or something like that. So I would imagine that, our soil isn't that bad. To your point, Miss Sue. Yeah, Heather.
It is hard. Now that I've been back at work, I feel like I don't even watch. I just listen on my car ride since you're like an hour and a half, so I can catch up with everyone's content. But
yeah, and I know a lot of us say this, but it's really hard to stay caught up on what's happening in all of our videos in the homesteading community,
It's,
because you're living your own life, you're filming, you're editing, and then once again you're living your own life. So there's not much time for watching each other's videos. Luckily, we could communicate outside of
mhm,
social media, which helps. But
yeah,
I'll usually have like a day or so where I could like sit down and binge,
he
and
does.
that's what I'll do. And that's how I catch up on a lot of our friends' channels.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, Edie, Tracy just posted a video today. I want to say today or yesterday. I watched it. She gave a tour, a cottage garden tour on her channel.
Lisa and Carrie, I can't wait for y'all to like. I'm excited. So once you get your channel started, let us know. That's gonna be awesome.
Where are they at?
Right here, I put it coming up. They can't wait to move and
Oh,
get the homestead on YouTube.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I remember those days, boy. Like it was a
I feel
long
like
time ago.
I know, but it was. I wish we would have
Yeah.
recorded it because we didn't. So we have like very like glimpses of pictures and
Mhm.
things. But now we've gotten way better at documenting. But I do wish that we would have started from the beginning because we go back and look at pictures on like online or like pictures of whenever we're looking at the home to see what it looked like before, so we don't forget where we came from with that. But yeah,
Steve, you left when you were 19, man. I mean, I'm not from here. I sound like I'm disappointed. I'm not from here. You should have thought about Texas, though. I know you went up north. You should have thought about Texas. Um, but I said like that was a long time ago.
he did.
Yeah, but that's only because we've always wanted to have a homestead. So for those of you that grew up in this lifestyle or currently live this lifestyle, you know what it's like to, well, even if it's not this lifestyle, if you want something or you've always dreamed about something, when you attain it, it's always exciting. And I remember that. Yes, that's true. Please keep Brooke in
Yeah,
your prayers, everybody.
definitely. Yeah.
Brooke from Cog Hill Farm, of course. But if you're watching this, you already know that, I'm sure. Um, it's very exciting, and I remember when we first moved on to this property, and we had like so many ideas and things we wanted to do, and all of that good stuff. It's just an exciting time. So, definitely happy for you.
Stephanie's in the subway, so she was agreeing with you that that's when you find time.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Um, where we at? Oh yes, cameraman Ron. Yeah, yeah. I think what everyone has done and posted about cameraman Ron has been very touching.
Yes.
Um, and even before, his unfortunate passing. So definitely prayers for, his wife and children. Uh, Other channels are making videos for their channel just to kind of keep it afloat and help bring some attention and get some views over there, which helps the family, right? And of course, a lot of that has been spearheaded by a lot of his fisherman friends, but also Daniel over at Arms Family. So, yeah, I agree. It's amazing when everyone comes together for a common cause, for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah. And it's cool because you bond over like what did you do before you started doing YouTube, and
Hmm.
then like have so many different things in common outside of just the homesteading aspect of things. But yeah.
Steve, yeah, that makes sense, man. That would be, no, I ain't gonna lie.
No,
I
we're
wouldn't
not.
go
We
that.
don't want to move too close to
Yeah,
family. My minimum is
we,
2 hours.
yeah. That's just Natalie and I. I've never lived around family like that since I turned 18. Really?
And I'm like the opposite. Like I love having like the house full of kids. Even when you're like, y'all sit
Yeah,
down. I'm not gonna tell you again 5 times. But I like it's some great memories. It makes me
yeah,
happy. And Nico's the opposite.
yeah.
He's like, no.
I've always been like independent, I guess. Um, I don't know, just do my own thing. I don't know. I don't know. I've always been that way. I have two siblings, so three siblings technically. So, but I've always been that way. and that's why we've never really lived around family. Really, it's work. Really, that's the real reason.
Yeah,
It's
and
work.
work.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Jared coming. Yeah. Hey, the grass is dormant right now, so there hasn't been any weed eating really going on.
He
But
does need to do the edges for the fence lines.
yeah, well, I don't know if I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna just use the burner.
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm gonna just probably
Yeah.
burn the fence lines, the weed burner or whatever.
Yeah, he just started a new job, so he's been working in Louisiana today because
Mhm.
his fiance Bree graduated with her master's.
Yeah,
So super proud
today.
of her. She
Yeah.
works and was doing school here.
Yeah.
But yeah, super
Yeah,
proud.
she moved here, finished her bachelor's, started a career. Now she's got her master's. She graduated this morning.
Yeah, this morning.
So
they may
yeah,
come
shout out
over.
to
They
them.
might be here this weekend. Well,
Yeah,
tomorrow. Yeah,
they
they're coming
should
back
be.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will be. But yeah, definitely we'll get him in some more dancing and some videos. He's a funny guy for sure.
He's really funny.
Well, you're probably already gone, but bye, Steph.
Achilles.
7:30. So weird.
Oh.
Man, I don't know how some of these some of our friends, some of these YouTube and Facebook channels, I don't know how they do it because you know, like I think about Chestnut Hills, I think about the Eddies, I think about the Walkers.
Oh yeah, all the activities.
You know, now of course some some of them are self-employed, but um between running their homestead or their farm and then they have this
That's
kid, like every
awesome.
kid has activities. Man, we don't have that yet.
Yeah,
like I know that
but
Egypt wants to
she does want to start soccer.
Yeah.
This is the first time that she's actually been like sticking with something.
Yeah.
Because she'll start it and then she's like, which that's being a kid. Whereas like I always love basketball. She just has like different flavors, things she wants to test out.
Mhm.
But she's been sticking with soccer this last year, so she doesn't know it yet. But I signed her up to where she can start in March, so it'll be March through May.
I didn't know yet.
But I did. I showed you in the car. Stop it. But I don't know if we'll sign up SJ or not because I want Egypt to have her own thing. But yeah,
probably not SJ. Gotta find something.
She'll be out there like.
Yeah, we gotta find something for her. I don't know.
It'll be good. Yeah.
She might want to. I wonder if Egypt will like softball.
She's getting pretty good at basketball. I've been trying to teach her some techniques.
Yeah.
And she's getting good.
I think she would like softball.
Yeah.
She used to want to do and she still might, but this is to me it's just a little girl wanting a horse. But she used to want to do barrel racing.
Yeah.
And she still might. One of our neighbors up the road has an arena. Mm-hmm. And I mean, like the real deal,
like really nice.
Like they could probably do events at their house.
It's crazy.
And they do boarding and all that, so I suppose they do trainings there. And yeah, but she wanted to do barrel racing, I believe is what it's called. Mm-hmm. Don't do cruise 7 days a week. Vocal training,
classes. Yeah.
dancing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey, y'all know I've been having a lot of fun with fire, so if I do burn the fence line, I hope that doesn't happen to me. But
man,
you know, Natalie will get a good laugh, I'm sure.
Yeah, Steve. They are getting older, that's for sure.
Yeah. We're about to find out what it's like to have to run one to this side of the city, run one over there. And it's different because now you got to travel everywhere, you know?
Yeah, because we don't have anything close to us. Everything is like 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that for sure. But I like my aunties, when they played softball, I would probably say 90% of their games were either, it was right there in St. Francis County. So like Forest City, Arkansas, or Palestine, or, you know, it was all right there. But now if your kid plays sports, you could be going all across the country. You know, it's just different today.
Yeah, Achilles is, we're going to get one of those little things for his breath.
I have some dog mints in there. Well, like in his, dog stuff. There's some dog mints. Achilles, she just said your breath stinks, by the way. So yeah, I hope she likes softball because that would catch my interest. Whatever she does, I'll find interest in it, I'm sure. But I've just never really been into soccer. So maybe this could be the thing that gets me into soccer. But softball, I could deal with softball, you know. Then I could eat sunflower seeds in the stands. As long as I
Yes.
can, yeah, that's my go-to snack right there,
That
sunflower
is your
seeds.
go-to snack.
Yeah,
Nico loves sunflower seeds.
yeah. Oh yeah, volleyball. She is tall.
Yeah, she's tall.
I don't know what she is now, and I don't
She was
even
in the
know my.
90th percentile.
Yeah, she was in the 90s. Was it higher than 90th?
Yeah,
It
93.
was like 90 something percentile.
Yeah.
So she's really tall for her age, which makes like even
It's
school plays and stuff. She's like
it's really
towards the
funny.
she's towards the top of the bleachers or whatever. Not at the top, but she's towards the top of the bleachers
Yeah.
based on her height and growth.
Yeah, and she does have 4-H. She's a part of the club. This last meeting, they were able to paint like flags. So that was super cool for the barn. And then we are going to be bringing home some silkies because they're Coop at school.
Where are we gonna put them?
We got to figure that part out. But it has
Oh,
to
we
start.
could put them in that other coop.
Yeah, we have the smaller one inside the bigger one. But
'Cause
she volunteered to bring some silkies home while they finish rebuilding the school coop. She's like, yeah, we have a chicken coop. And her teacher was like, no, do you really have a chicken? She was like, yes, we have a big chicken coop. It was funny. She was so excited to share about her chicken coop.
Yeah,
So we'll be doing that.
yeah, because I feel like the older chickens or the bigger chickens will pick on them.
No, they can't be with them. They're too small. So we do have to separate them.
But Steve, I don't know about Oklahoma, but if Texas wins the Sugar Bowl, I definitely
Nico's
I'm
looking
gonna
up
do
tickets.
all
He's
I
been looking up
can
tickets.
to be in Houston, and we'll see. What's today? Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. So
My phone
on Tuesday, Jason was poking about Alabama, and our teams made it in a controversial way, and this past week has been the definition of first world problems. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go on this tangent, but if you want the information, you could go find it. And there's some crazy things happening in the world right now, and especially over in Israel and Palestine or Palestine. It's out there if you want to see it. And there's some crazy things happening. So while all this Ukraine stuff and war is happening, we're over here in America arguing about the teams that made a playoff.
But it still matters.
It matters, but it just sometimes I feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to go on a tangent.
Yeah, I know, but I feel
okay,
like
let me wrap this up.
I feel like
so sometimes I feel bad because we're over here decorating for Christmas and buying gifts and all the things that we're doing, right? And there's people over here in the world really going through it right now. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah, Jason was poking fun because he said if Alabama wins the Rose Bowl and we win the Sugar Bowl, then obviously that means we're going to play each other in the national championship, which will be a rematch of the game earlier this season. And I want to say we will all, Jason and I for sure will be in Houston. If our teams win, Jason and I are going to be in Houston. Oh, 100%. 100%. We gotta go. Even if we just tailgate, like he said, but we'll figure it out.
It'll be fun.
I really feel like we'll figure it out. Because when's the next time that's going to happen?
Yeah. Yeah, Steve said that's what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So if our teams win, yeah, the Red River Shootout, Miss Lori, and what I'm excited about with Texas joining the SEC is that we could play Texas A&M again as well. So that rivalry will renew. Back in the day, Texas and Arkansas was a rivalry as well. It still is. We just haven't really played each other, right? Because the conference changes. So due to us moving to the SEC, We have Texas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas, Texas versus Texas A&M, which are 3 rivalry games that are going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm in Florida, Miss Anna, but I don't know. I'm not an FSU fan. I have a lot of coworkers that are,
Yeah.
but I don't know. So here's the reality, and here's my humble opinion.
Oh boy.
There's always going to be someone mad. There's always going to be someone left out, right? Yeah, Steve. Me, Jason, anyone else that decides to go, Longhorn, Lester. Yeah, if we're all in Houston, it's gonna be a party for sure. But what else I'm about? You know, I lost my train of thought. I got excited about football
She
games.
was sharing. She's
Someone's always going to be left out, right, y'all? So think about back when it was the BCS Bowl Championship Series. It was number 1 and 2. So the teams that were number 3 and 4 were mad. Right now we have 4 teams. Well, the teams that are 5 and 6 are going to get mad. Next year we move to 12-team playoff. Well, guess what? It's only the American way that we're going to be mad about something, right? So next year
you would be upset though if it wasn't your team.
There's 12 teams that are going to be in a playoff next year, but it's technically only 11 teams. So this year, for example, Ole Miss is ranked number 12 in the current rankings, I believe. But if this was the playoff system for next year, they wouldn't have made the playoffs, because although there's 12 spots, only the top 11 teams will make it, because one of those slots is guaranteed for a group of 5 school. So, you know, it's really only 11 spots. So next year, if your team is number 13, 12 or 13, you're going to be mad. So I guess my theory is someone's always going to feel mad, left out, or cheated. And there's been years where that happened to Texas. So I feel bad for FSU, but
yeah,
it happens every year. I can wait to go back to work, but when I go back to work, I'm really going to be in those Florida State's fans' face, though. Mary said, "I'm so confused." I'm sorry. I know everyone doesn't like sports. I know everyone doesn't like or watch sports, so we'll get back on task. I mean, to weigh down his fingers. Two rings. Nice.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Around NFL teams, but they need fans too. Yeah, Heather, I haven't been interested in the NFL, the product, in a while. Leave bail money with my wife. Yeah, I can only imagine the shenanigans one could get into being around Lester. Who knows?
That's funny. Nico was already looking up flights, y'all. He was already looking up tickets.
Yeah. Luckily, I would have places to stay already in Houston, so that's cool. But yeah, my team is the Minnesota Vikings for the NFL, but I haven't really watched NFL in like 4 years probably. I watched the playoffs, but college football, I watched the whole season, and I watch all the teams.
So, do you want to explain why? You want me to explain why?
Explain why what?
We didn't let the
Sure.
Well, we do have some that free range, but
13.
Yeah, 13 that free range. But these are Egypt's like special babies, I guess you could say. So she really wanted a coop. So we wanted to build one big enough to where it still feels like they're free ranging.
Mm-hmm.
But we also don't want any roosters in there.
Mm-hmm.
So the one that we currently have, we do have 3 roosters. So we're going to have to get some of those rehomed. There's one that slipped in, and we just haven't had the heart yet to remove him from her chicken coop. But the goal was just to have all hens in there.
Yeah. And based on the math, based on the square footage rules, I guess you could say best practices, whatever, Um, the coop itself can hold 24 chickens, and based on the square footage rules for a chicken run, it can hold
Lori carry home
76.
into the freezer.
And of course, they like have options of whether they want to sleep in the coop or the run. So we easily could have probably 80 chickens in there, like
not
easily,
80 though.
but we would never like put that many in there.
Yeah.
I think the most
Heather said, "Oops, like it's been."
I think the most we would ever put in her coop is like 30.
Yeah.
Because you know they don't all sleep in the coop anyway. So
No. So Lori, no, we're not gonna put them to the freezer. We're gonna really rehome them. And Eco, he slipped in because when we first got all of them, we thought between us and like the workers at the stores that we were getting them from, and checking them that they were all hens.
mhm.
And as he got bigger, we realized he was not a hen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens. I feel like we had great odds though. I mean,
There's only one out of all of
yeah,
them.
22 out of 23 being a hen. Because anytime you're buying them from the store, like you really never know. And those chickens came from
Some of them came from Roar King.
Rural King. Most of them are from Rural King, but some of them are from Tractor Supply. And then the Americanas, of course, those are from Chestnut Hills in Alabama. So, which are like super beautiful.
Yeah.
Those are still my favorite chickens that are in there.
They're so pretty. Oh, they're so pretty.
Yep.
Yeah, and
And
Heather, I agree. We've been hearing
yeah.
more coyotes, and then just when I was coming home a couple nights ago, Monday night, so almost a week ago, there were raccoons, and I thought, did you tell them about Tucker? I know. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Okay, we'll talk about it another time. But they were just in the trash can at a neighbor's house, and I was thinking, man, I don't need them ripping off any of our chickens' heads. Like that's what I thought about, like in my worst nightmare. But yeah.
Steve, you called us the Three Stooges. Anna, I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know. We
No,
we
I don't
stay out of politics. I don't know, Anna. What's this one say?
That's funny.
Oh, okay, that's one you just had clicked on. So yeah, the thought process with that chicken coop and run was to think about the future, not just what we had today.
Yeah.
And you know, if Egypt ever outgrows that coop or us, then something went wrong, because you know that would be a lot of chickens,
Nico's grandmother joked. What did she say? She said it's a condo. She's the chickens have a condo, not a coop.
Yeah, she said it's like a condo, which you know is the desired not the desired look, but I kind of spoke about this in the video we uploaded yesterday. Like our taste, is that the right word? Expectations,
like
preference
yeah,
is to create beauty, right?
Yeah.
We want function, but we also want beauty. So that's what we go for with all of our structures. And just being real, y'all, everything we do, we're also thinking about resale.
Yeah.
Right?
We do the math.
Yeah, we think about resale, like what our ROI would be. Like if I were someone looking for a house and I'm going to tour properties, I feel like if I walked onto this property, I would be like,
you would
I'm sold.
Nico wouldn't have a poker face. He did when we
Right?
first looked at the
Yeah.
property, but if he walked into this, he would not have a
So
poker
we're
face.
also thinking about resale. So
Yeah.
if
it
we
ever
ever
comes to
sell,
that.
if we ever sell, you know, people that come look at this property will probably want to hopefully get in a bidding war. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
Yeah, for real.
No, but it's also, it makes us happy. So we like things to be like neat and clean. And we also feel like it's important for us. We have neighbors and we think about that part of it too.
Mhm.
Like we don't want to not have a clean property, because all of our neighbors have immaculate properties. They're very clean. They're not dirty people. Well, the ones that are on our road. Let me rephrase that. I just thought about somebody. But the ones that are on that share the space with us that we can see, beautiful properties. Yeah.
Yeah, Steve. I don't think we ever have plans of catching up to Cassie.
I do want more. I want some Highland cows.
No, but he's specifically talking about chickens, I'm sure.
Oh, chickens,
Yeah,
no.
well, yeah.
No.
If we catch up to her, then once again something went
Man,
wrong.
well, she had that I was gonna say a word, but I was gonna say it wrong.
what were
Big
you saying?
hatch. I was gonna say ginormous. Ginormous.
Oh, yeah.
I can't say it. In my head it didn't sound right. But I was just like, that's a lot of chickens. And I was seeing them in the brooder. I was like, man, that's a lot.
Yeah,
But
so we
Egypt might aspire to do that. She does want to sell eggs because she's starting to understand money and budgeting. So she's like, how can I make money to afford Roblox?
mhm. Yeah. And we do need to get nesting boxes.
Yeah.
To your point, Anna, so need to go ahead and make that happen, really, because I don't want them to start to lie in weird places, because they can get under the coop. So if they start lying under there, we'll never get those eggs. So we are going to add the nesting boxes in the near future here, so that they can, know that that's where we would like for them to lie. I do think I'm also putting nesting boxes out in the chicken run as well, so that just so they have options. So for the ones that like to be in the run more so, they'll have some nesting boxes in the run, and then they'll also have some nesting boxes inside, and that can ensure that um, they have options. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just have options. I like options, so I'm sure chickens like options as well.
He was talking about
Yep,
chickens.
he was talking about the chickens. Yeah, yeah. I do know that there's a channel. I can't remember what it's called, but they just had a Highland that was just born, and it's a very, very rare color of Highland. Like a super rare. I can't remember what the color was called, but I don't know. I just feel weird about Highlands in Florida.
Yeah, I don't want to do it here. We've seen some though.
Yeah, there's a farm right up the road in Dade City that has Highlands. Like, we know that Highlands can survive in Florida. It just, to me, feels weird, because are they from Ireland? I don't know. Aren't they from somewhere over there, y'all? Ireland or
cooler.
Something like
I wouldn't
that?
want to get it unless we live somewhere we had more seasons.
We don't have a winter. I would just feel weird. But then again, it's like we had huskies.
We did have huskies in Texas.
We have Achilles. We have. So I know that they can survive here, y'all. I don't know. It just seems like it would be stressful. Milk crates, yep. Cat milk crates, 5-gallon buckets. Scotland, there you go. I knew it was somewhere over there. Aren't Ireland and Scotland aren't that far from each other, right? No. I don't know. Are Highlands good for beef? I don't know, Miss Anna. I don't think that I
wouldn't want to eat it.
I don't know if that's the end result most people utilize Highlands for. I think any cow can be beef, but I don't know if the yes, it was Juno Acres. Yep. Okay, Steve, I see you, man. Thank you.
I could not think of that.
the baby they had is a rare color, and it's very pretty too. Very, very pretty. Yeah, wooden crates. Yeah, so I'm probably going to do something rollout inside the coop, but I think in the run we'll probably go with something easy, like 5-gallon bucket crates,
something that matches the aesthetic. But
nothing crazy, nothing fancy. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Ireland and Scotland are separated by a river. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, it's been a long day. I was not going to try to think about that at all.
Yep. Ireland, and that's what I was talking about, man. We over here chilling, and there's so much going on in the world. Ireland just had some stuff happening in their country as well. They have, it's so bad over in Ireland. They have Conor McGregor thinking about running for office. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, I think he would win too.
I think you weren't going to go on this tangent.
I think Irish people would definitely vote for him. They love him over there. Yeah, okay. I'm not going to go on that tangent. Stay out of politics, whatever.
Please. Y'all see me slowly exit the screen?
Yeah, whatever.
That's funny.
Yep. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very beautiful. Hi, Patricia. Wooden crate. Yeah, I do know where they are in Hobby Lobby.
Oh, Heather, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, volunteering.
Yeah.
In its true essence, I don't think there's a farm that would turn down a volunteer.
Yeah.
There's
With
always
good
something that,
intentions. Yeah.
especially like, if it's something like Aunt Judy
Like
or
a sanctuary.
if it's like a sanctuary or even if it's a working farm. I mean, I'm pretty sure they truly appreciate you for that.
Hi, Glenda.
And Ocean, okay. The chicken chick, she uses plastic point. The chicken chick, she uses plastic paint trays with a nesting mat in it.
Oh.
The chicken chick.
I feel like we watched one of.
Is that the lady that says Chicklandia? Or is that something else? Is that the same person? Hello from Northern California. Yeah, I finally caught another life. Hey, Miss Kinsey. Hey, can you bring Egypt's Bible?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Miss Kinsey, I always literally every time we make a video and I'm editing, I always remember your comments about wanting to know what Bible Egypt has every single time. So I'm glad you joined this live. So okay, so it is someone else. So I'm gonna see if Natalie could bring the Bible so you can see it. Okay, so those are two different channels. Gotcha. So we'll have to look that one up. Gonna take that one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hi. Hi, Grizzly. What's up? Killing move.
Yeah.
Hi.
So we kind of thought about.
Can we
You
go
can come
back
play
home?
now. You can go play. You just want to say hi?
There you go. Can we click on it?
Bye, Minnie Mouse.
Bye. I'm Minnie Mouse too.
Bye, Minnie Mouse too. Yeah, Egypt. Natalie's about to go see if she could find the Bible from Egypt. One of the things, Steve, that we thought about with our chicken coop is I didn't want to give Egypt an excuse to not check on her chickens, and us as well for that matter. So that's kind of one of the reasons why, at least for now, I want the nesting box to be inside of the coop. Yes, still have a rollout. But you have to go in the coop to get the eggs, or you'll have to go in the chicken run to get the eggs because that forces you to check on the chickens and it's not so out of sight, out of mind. That's also why we didn't put an automatic coop door on there. Like, I want us to have to go manually open and close the door because it'll force us to have to check on the chickens naturally. I feel like whenever you try to automate, this is my opinion, like if things are too out of sight, out of mind, like we have automatic water, we have automatic food. If we also had an automatic door and we didn't have to go inside of the coop to get the eggs, I feel like that's just a recipe for us not being able to check on our chickens the way we need to. Nope. She hasn't converted me yet. And she enjoys going in there. Today when she got home from school, she went in there and cleaned the coop. She probably did like 75% of the coop herself. She cleaned the poop board, she cleaned the floor, and then I went in there and helped her towards the end. But she did it she did it herself. Well, let him say hi.
He's up, y'all. So I gotta go. You say hi, buddy? You say hi?
No smiles today.
No smiles, y'all. He's been serious.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, Steve, I see you say you get it. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but that's like our why. Y'all know I like to over explain. I over communicate. That's all I was doing. But I'm not counting it out for the future. In the future, we could get it. It's just that right now, especially for Egypt, that's her interest. I want her to be engaged with it. That's all.
With a horse.
No, the chicken coop.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Bible, and I want to say it's at Walmart as well. It's the Action Bible,
Oh, the Egypt. Yeah.
God's Redemptive Story. I want to say it is at Walmart.
Should sit on the back.
So this is her Bible, and this is a pretty cool Bible. Oh, there's the author.
Steve said he means religious, babe.
Huh?
He said he means. I mean.
Oh, okay. And this is a cool one.
Don't
Oh,
lose her money. Her bucks. She gets bucks.
yeah. But this is a cool Bible because
It's a comic book.
it takes the Bible, of course, and it's turned it into something that, you know, a young child through a teenager would actually read and enjoy. Because, you know, you got to engage with them in a way that you have to meet them where they are, right? So the Bible, just, I mean, how cool is that, right? So, and you see, it's the Bible, it's thick.
Yeah. Well, and it's cool because she'll read it and then she'll come and ask us questions.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And they talk about it in their Sunday, you know, at church and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's a pretty cool Bible. So that's the Bible, Miss Linda, the Action Bible. You should be able to find it at Walmart. Last time I saw it at Walmart, it was over by, like, you know, those
Hey, we don't.
huh? No, it wasn't. It wasn't in the book section.
Where was it?
It was over by those random bins that are in between like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
when they-
that whole aisle all the way
Yeah.
down. So that aisle of just random stuff in the middle of the aisles, as you're like leaving TV and electronic towards groceries, is where it was.
Yeah,
Just
by the
assuming,
pets.
yeah, by the pet stuff, kind of. Just assuming your Walmart is set up the same. Hey, crazy Lizzie. Yeah, you think he needs more Tylenol?
Yep. I gotta go.
Yeah, he wasn't smiling at all. So time for Tylenol. Yeah. When I was talking about converting her back to the video, you were talking about it. When I was talking about converting, refer back to the video you was talking about it. Oh, okay. Converting her. Well, she's converting me, Steve. We've talked about that in a live before. You know, I've been pretty transparent about my journey, thoughts, and relationship with religion. So, hi, Christina. She's been getting me closer with religion and with God, which has been amazing. We've been extremely consistent with going to church, and even when my dad came down here, we took him to the church. My grandmother, you know, she's here now. She's gone to our church, and you know, she'll be here another 3 weeks or so. So there's a pretty good series that we just started last Sunday in church that she really liked. So she's even looking forward to going to church on this Sunday. Hopefully, I'm on track with what you were talking about, Steve. But yeah, she's really liking it, which is cool, because you know, when I was growing up, I grew up in the church, but when you're forced, like, I mean, let's call it what it is. Like, do you have an option as a child? And a lot of households, no. Okay, cool. So in a lot of households, no. So like, if your parents say you're going to church, you're going to church. So you have to create your own relationship or love for that, regardless of what your religion is. So I grew up in the church. It's just when I became an adult is when I kind of had that separation. And the irony is, it's not me dragging my child to church; it's my child bringing me to church. So it's been a cool, you know, 2 months to 2.5 months. You know, we found a church home. We're engaged. You know, we're already trying to find like certain groups or committees to be a part of. Um, We dropped off our last Sunday. We dropped off our angel trees. We adopted two children. Sahara picked a family and our child, and Egypt picked a child. We dropped off those the things they wanted last Sunday at church, which was a pretty cool experience for the girls. And as y'all know, Egypt has been volunteering, not volunteering, but we call it like service projects, I guess you could say. So she's done those. Um, yeah, I think that's I think that's what I'm going through right now, Heather. I think that's exactly what I'm going through right now. Like growing up in church, being a young adult, and it's like not really the thing you do, right? Especially in today's world. And now I think I'm through the help of my daughter and then my wife and Nana, they've always, they've remained consistent um with their religion and praying and reading the Bible and stuff. It's just new. I'm being reintroduced. Thank you, Teresa. Really, really appreciate that. Mom's about to give him some Tylenol, and I'm pretty sure normally after he gets his Tylenol, within like 15 minutes or so, he's back to his normal self, smiling and talking and, all of that good stuff. So appreciate that. Yeah. So what do you think about that, Steve and Heather and everyone else? Like, when you grow up in a religious home, do you think that causes, when you grow up in a religious home where it's like really forced, do you think that causes you to grow up and kind of like take steps back when you're a young adult, or do you think you just remained like you never had a drop off with your religion or connection to God? Oh yeah, we finally got a boy, Christina. Super excited about that. Because I feel like for me, outside of being a young adult, and I graduated high school in '07, right? It's a different world, So I feel like it just wasn't what, like, no one around me was doing that. So, as a young adult, there was kind of like a drop off with religion and all of that. And I think I'm finding my way back for sure. But church 3 times a week that's really intense. So that's like Sunday school, then you have Wednesdays routine. Um, I personally do. I think if there is a Sunday they want to sleep in or do something non-religious, you let it happen here and there, so they feel some sense of choice. Then they stay. Yeah, yeah, I like that. Yep, it could cause you to pause or even resent it. I agree with that, Trina, and I think that's kind of what happened to me. I think that's kind of what happened to me. Like, I made jokes about 3 lives ago how I grew up Southern Baptist, and those church services are like super duper duper long. You're in church all day. There could be multiple services because, like, if your pastor is like visiting another church, you have you have your service at your church, then you have the service at the visiting church, and then usually after church there's some type of get together or dinner or like all day. So, Christina, you just missed Natalie. She just took the baby in the house. She might pop back out, but he's not feeling that well. So, um, she's in there taking care of him. My faith is stronger as an adult. Uh, I got a D for philosophy 101 at FSU because I did not doubt my faith. Okay. Yeah. We were forced to go to church. Yeah, so a lot of us were in the same boat. We have one service on Sunday for 1 hour. Yeah, Sue, that's why we really like our current church home There's a 9 o'clock service. There's an 11 o'clock service. The 9 o'clock service, we're usually like the service is usually done by like 10, 15, 10, 20 at the latest. If we go to the 11 o'clock service, we're usually done, about 12, 12, 10, 12, 15. So, uh, and they have it mapped out, timed out, all of that. So I really like that because what the sermon is, you know what you're getting. Like I really like that about our current church home. Sunday morning, Sunday night, Wednesday night, and then sometimes visiting another church on Saturday. Yeah, crazy, right? I grew up in a strict Catholic household. When I left home, I visited other churches to find the church I was comfortable in. Been a Southern Baptist for 50 years. There you go. There you go. I like that. Um, so yeah, I'm finding my way back, you know. Uh, so hold me accountable, y'all. Keep me there. But between Natalie, Nana, and Egypt, I think this is going to stick. So speak to a pause, but return to the training. Yeah, and that's always been the thing, y'all. Even during the time when I was away from religion, in that sense, I've always still lived by the principles, the teachings, the lessons of the Bible, right? I've always lived that lifestyle, and because I grew up that way. So it was always instilled in me. Plus, I would argue that one doesn't need to be religious to understand how to be a decent human being as well. So you also have that. So um just living by those principles that make you a decent human being is something that I've always done. And but it does feel nice to be back in the church, though. I must admit. And even Sahara loves it. She really loves going to church as well. She has a little, they have these little breakout sessions for the children, so she enjoys those sessions. Yep, I agree with that, Heather. But that goes with anything in life, right? Like, if you're not really into sports and your parents are forcing you to play a sport because they're trying to live their dream through you, you can say the same thing about sports. If your parent is like a failed actor and they're trying to get you to go to all these Disney editions and do all these, get you into acting, so religion, sports, singing, acting. Man, Bo is loud tonight. It's the same thing. Yeah, you can't believe how big Sahara is. Yeah, she's a big girl now. She's really a big girl. So, just keep to keep moving on in subjects. What sneaky moves will get to them. Yeah. Whew. All right, y'all. We're about 2 hours in, and I'm kind of hungry. I'm not even going to tell y'all a story. Thank you, Debbie. So thank you to everyone that was able to join us. I'm not sure how the replay is going to go because of the bad signal at the beginning. But if you are watching the replay, thank you so much. I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. Renee, Debbie, Steve, I do see your messages. There's more to God than church. Not a church fan, but love God, pray every night. You see, that's where I kind of am too. You got me back in now. That's where I think I've always kind of been, because you don't have to be physically at a church or a part of a church to live that to live the principles of the Bible and still have your connection to God and still speak with God, right? So I definitely agree with that. Treat others how you want to be treated, do the right thing, even when no one is looking. Yes, integrity. Be honest, be kind, show grace and mercy, be the change you want to see. 100% agree with that. Yep. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get in there, check on baby Pharaoh. We'll have a video probably tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll try to get back to our normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday the following week. But thank y'all so much for the prayers for baby Pharaoh, and we will see y'all next Friday for our normal scheduled live. Have a good evening, y'all.